All right, guys, for today's video, we're going to be talking about the bear flag into VWAP trade. We've got a couple of shorts in this already, but just want to send this one home. You have a sell-off in the morning. So what you want to look for, obviously, is that sell pressure right out of the gate. So typically right from 9:30. This could be pre-market as well. So if you start to sell off right before 9:30, I'd say within the 30-minute candle before the 9:30 open, and then you start to bounce after the open, that's perfectly fine. But we want to see a sell-off right into the open. We want to see a bounce back into VWAP. This can be either the daily VWAP that starts at 9:30 in the morning or the session VWAP that starts at 6 p.m. Eastern the prior day. Both of those VWAPs can be traded. Now, typically, I do say the session VWAP, the one that starts at 6 p.m. Eastern the prior day, is stronger because that VWAP has more data, right? So we want to see a sell-off, a bounce into VWAP, and then you want to see sell pressure around that VWAP. That can be just before VWAP, just after VWAP, just somewhere in that general area around VWAP. When that sell pressure starts to build up around that VWAP, you want to double check the delta. Make sure you're not getting a delta trap. Sometimes the delta will not be following the price action around VWAP. I talk about this in my playbook series if you guys watch my VWAP trap video. So if the delta is following price on that bear flag, then you can take an entry. Typically, this is obviously going to be a sell trade because it's a bear flag. So the entry would have been somewhere in this general area right here where we had that sell pressure coming in. Delta was following that sell pressure. Your stop loss should be above VWAP. You want to give it some room. Typically, you don't want it to be more than 5 points away, but you do want to put it above VWAP. And then you're just looking for a continuation of that sell pressure, typically wherever that prior low is, or a break of that prior low. Okay, so we had sell off, bounce into VWAP, sell pressure around VWAP, stop loss above, looking for that prior low or a new low. And then you had another example. It happened again right here. Bounce into VWAP, sold VWAP. This one's a little bit sloppier, but it's actually still in play, still looking for that prior low.